Hello students, I am Adhikari. So today I am going to tell you how to write a notice. This is in continuation of the previous video which I have uploaded for you. So the first specification in your short composition is notice. So a notice is a short composition, and a notice is written by any organization or any office or sometimes an individual to give information of an event which is going to take place in near future. Now in notice writing there are certain things which you need to remember. Notice writing is a something which children are writing right from their classes 5th onwards, but still it is noticed that they make some mistakes, because in notice writing there are two things. One is the format of notice writing, and second is the way you are writing the notice. Means there are two important things which you have to remember in notice writing. So first is a format. Okay. Second is the content of the notice. Third is expression, how you are writing your notice. Okay. Now from your examination point of view, you are awarded marks for all these three things. Format, you get a mark for that. For content and expression, you get separate marks. Now content means the subject, the purpose of writing the notice, and expression means spellings, sentences, or the words you are using to write the notice. So both content and expression are equally important. You are getting marks for your content, your expression, when the content is up to the mark. So in a notice writing, content is important. Write what has been asked to you, and then express it in proper English using suitable words, applying a suitable, acceptable format that I will discuss with you after some time. So let me first tell you that in notice writing, which are the most important things which you must remember. So on the board, now you can look on the board. I have written here, a notice includes. The first thing you include in your format, that is name of organization or institution. Second important point is date of issuing a notice. Means on a particular day a notice is written, so that date has to be mentioned in the notice. And third is the word notice has to be highlighted on the format. Then there should be a suitable heading of the notice which will indicate towards the subject of the notice. Then next important thing is why you are writing the notice, the purpose of writing a notice. Then the next step is relevant details, like the details of date, time, venue, etc. Because if you give them in precisely date, time, venue, so the people who will read your notice, they will precisely know that what is the purpose, where this event is going to take place, at what time it is going to take place, and on which date. So these three things, date, time, venue, has to be mentioned very precisely. Then the last important thing is signature and name of the person who is writing the letter, or the issuing authority, or the person who is writing the notice. So in this way, these things are included in a notice. Now, apart from these things, what are the other things which you need to keep in mind? So they are, when you write a notice, always put this notice inside a box. So a box is mandatory. And second thing is that the notice has to be written precisely. You need not to write too many things in the notice. So the given word limit is 50 words or 50 to 60 words. And the next point which you have to remember in writing notice is always avoid writing personal pronouns like I, you, we. Avoid writing these words in a notice. And use a passive voice. Use passive voice while writing a notice. Means third person. Write it in the third person. And the most important thing you have to remember in writing notice, that is that the tone and temper of your notice should be formal. Sometimes, suppose you are writing a notice in the lost and found section, you can use informal tone and temper, but generally the tone and temper is official and formal. So in this way, these things you have to remember while writing a notice. And if you keep in mind all these steps, you will be able to write a very good notice. Okay? Now I'll tell you that if you write a notice, what should be the format of a notice. So watch this. I'm going to tell you in the next step that what should be the format of a notice writing. Then I will give you a question to solve. Now you can see on the board the format which is very important in notice writing. So how many things are there? I have already told you. Now how these steps are put in a format, you can see here on the board. So what is the first step to notice write? You have to write the name of the institution or any office which is writing the notice. Second step is in block letters the word notice. Third step is heading or the subject of writing the notice. And fourth step is the content, that should be in 50 to 60 words. The subject matter, or you can say the body of the notice, that is content. And on the left side, on the top, you have to write the date of issuing the notice. And at the bottom of this notice, signature of the person who is issuing the notice, name and designation, and this name should be in block letter within the brackets. So in this way, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps in notice writing. Now, other than these things, now you can see in how many occasions we are writing notices. We are writing notices to inform about a meeting that has to take place, a tour, or any competition that is going to happen, exhibition, tournaments, or lost and found. These are the many various occasions when you are writing a notice. Now, this is all about writing a notice. Now, you can check in your Google class. I'll give you a question. On the basis of this format, you write a notice yourself. Thank you very much.